What's going on? Yeah, very strangely, just a second ago, I could see my face in this. Anyway, this is not going to be a very visually stimulating video because I'm outside in the dark. Strangely, our whole neighborhood, just this section too, it's like shut down, man. All the power shut down. But more on this Gabby Petiteo, but not just Gabby Petiteo. I'm going to talk on George Floyd. I'm also going to talk on that girl who got shot, who had a knife. That 15-year-old girl who got shot, who had a knife and was going to stab another girl. It seems the government, or someone, multinational foreign governments, or somebody, KGB, I don't freaking know, are manufacturing and engineering media stunts where it's like, listening to people talk about the Gabby Petiteo, you automatically assume that the dude's guilty. But look, my baby mama looked just like Gabby Petiteo, and she is an evil broad, dude. Evil broad. And she uses that little Rapunzel, let down your hair, damsel in distress, little blonde chick, little small blonde chick routine, and it wazzles and dazzles everybody. She's banging cops. She's untouchable, never gets in trouble, buys out judges with their femininity, and they came straight out. She came straight out and said she punched the guy, scratched his face, tried to cause a fucking accident. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, dude. The dude looks smug and smarmy. He does look just like a narcissist. I mean, that is a fucking split decision, a split vote, dude. There's just no winning in that. They both seem guilty to me now. I mean, let's just throw out the whole iPad goat situation, okay? That her name, you can frickin' jumble up the letters and you can get iPad goat out of it, which is interesting. But like George Floyd, these people were like, they're ready to revolt and do a revolution, use this guy as a mascot, and come to find out he's a sleazy porn actor, you know, and he's the landlord. He's banging chicks who's late on the rent, that's exploitation of women. I don't care. A lot of men would take that as payment, and it doesn't make you like the worst dude on the planet who ain't never had that idea before or done something like that. Hey, these women gotta pay their rent somehow, right? We all gotta pay. They gotta pay too, right? And not only that, he snatched some old lady's freaking purse. Which is like, look, that's not some fictionalization exploitation of women. That's actual exploitation of women. So all these people are out here arguing for justice and whatnot over this guy who's actually a real piece of freaking crap. Like, look. And like this other dude I watched said it. Hey, he goes, I wouldn't want to live next door to George Floyd. And I also think that was a freaking false flag too, dude. Like, it wasn't even real. It was just actors, dude. Crisis actors too. And it was a story that was meant to get people to go one way, but then look stupid when they revealed the whole truth, that this guy was a real piece of crap. And it was the same thing with the girl who got shot, where a lot of people were like, well, she got what she deserved. And then other people were like, well, you could have pulled out the taser and fucking tased her and she wouldn't have been able to do that. Yeah, and the cops are trained. You are trained to wrestle a motherfucker down, dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, that makes the cops look really chicken shizzly when they're just popping a cap in a 15-year-old, when you could have popped her in the knee, could have popped her in the ass, frickin', you know what I'm saying? But instead you go and just murk the chick. But in even watching the video, it like cut out right at the moment of truth, which is almost like, look, what are you covering up? What are you hiding? And this just keeps happening over and over again. Whoa, buddy. Yeah, probably. Hold on. 9:32, buddy. Yeah, no problem, man. Anyway, man, it's just, Just look, after I've had a second to digest this and think about it, it's like I've seen this before. But these are these damned if you don't, damned if you do catch-22 operations where it's better to sit back and not even take a side. Or actually take a third option, which, look, see, that's the thing. In America, they act as if you have no third option. You either got to be Democrat or Republican. You either got to be for democracy or somehow you got to be some kind of communist. Like, you can't be an anarchist. You got to either be a Democrat or a democracy or a friggin' communist. Where it's like, F both of your shit. It's both fucking flawed. I'd rather scrap that shit and start from scratch and figure out something new, because this ain't working. It ain't working on either side of the thing, buddy. But in America, either you're in or you're out. Like, look, it's black and white thinking. This is how narcissists think. They're forcing all of us into thinking like narcissists through these agendas, man. By us jumping onto a side, and they both look right. That's how you can tell this is one of these operations. Because it doesn't matter which way you go. It looks right. They're perfectly engineered. I don't know if it's the supercomputer from CERN doing this, if it's think tanks, if it's Albert Einstein's fucking ghost, and they're connecting through seance. I don't know how they're doing this, but look. It is well done and masterfully crafted. These stories where it could go either way, and look, people are automatically just jumping to this girl's freaking damsel in distress defense, and I find that kind of disingenuous, man. That's kind of like, look, these people are weak, and then come to find out, and look, the girl in iPet Goat does highly favor the look of this lady, and she even was in the same hand posture with this vegetable or this fruit thing in the video in real life. I mean, and that's how these occultists do it. They have you pose in these certain poses, and it's retellings of the same stories. Like, this is probably some mystery religion, goddess pose, or something to that effect. They probably teach that shit in Eastern Star and the Masonic lodges, and the regular public is just fucking oblivious to it. They're unaware of it unless you've been to some fraternity, sorority. Or you, like, most cops are inducted into the frickin' these fraternal orders, just like the military as well. Just like the Satanist guy said, they would infiltrate all areas of power of life, like police and frickin' in the medical field, and the medicalized Naziization of the medical industry right now is more rampant than ever. Life is cheaper than ever, but more expensive to keep alive. I don't know. It just seems to me like it's just more of their BS. The same old BS, just a different day. Same old BS, just a different day.